Now, fun fact. You know the Oscar statue was modeled after Mexican-American actor Emilio Fernández in 1928? That's right. And he still looks great, because brown don't break down. And if you win, you're going to have 13 and a half inches of Mexican in your hands.
The Oscar statue was made after a Latino? What? The answer is maybe. How does the story begin? Emilio Fernández, El Indio, who later became a well-known Mexican director and actor, was working as a background actor in the late 1920s in Hollywood after he fled Mexico due to political reasons. He was sentenced to prison after former Mexican President Adolfo de la Huerta's ouster. De la Huerta started a revolt against Álvaro Obregón, denouncing him as corrupt. El Indio was part of this insurgency. The myth about the Oscar statuette involves another suspect, Mexican golden cinema era and Hollywood actress Dolores del Rio, who was then married to art director Cedric Gibbons, who was tapped to design the statuette in 1928 for the Academy, which had been founded the year prior. Del Rio introduced Gibbons to Fernández and suggested he should model for the statuette. It took some convincing from Fernández's part. After all, he had to pose nude, but rumor has it, he took on the offer after all. The Academy has never confirmed this story as true. Charles Ramirez-Burr, who has written extensively on Latinos in Hollywood, said that it was probable that Fernández made up the story, as he loved embellishing his own bio for the amusement of others. He once claimed to have taught Rodolfo Valentino, the famous Latin lover, to dance, which is very untrue. At the same time, Ramirez-Burr states some of the facts that could make sense in the story, as the Latin boom was happening in the backdrop of all of this. The film industry in Hollywood was forming and taking shape in the 20s and 30s. Latin presence was abundant because they didn't need to speak and their accents were noticeable, therefore not an issue. Latin Mexican movie stars such as Lupita Tovar, Lupe Vélez, Ramón Navarro, and Del Rio to act in movies and be revered by it. Fernández was part of this Latina community, and looking at photos of Fernández's physique during this time, there are uncanny similarities, including the tight and accentuated hips and the firm, pointy shoulders. It's very plausible that Del Rio introduced Fernández to her husband and Gibbons designed it into what to this day we know as El Señor Oscar.